As the polls close, we present the News Huddlines live election special, starring Roy Hudd, Chris Emmett, Alison Steadman, and the Huddliners.
Thank you very much indeed, folks. Thank you very much indeed, folks, and welcome to the show. Yes, the show that calls the politicians what Dennis Healey called Anne Diamond. Shh, you know who, but thank God it's all over, eh? Hey, blimey. Every time you turn on the telly, there they were, weren't they? Calling each other names, depressing anyone who would listen, talking like it was the end of the world. I got fed up. I turned EastEnders off and what... And do you know, I didn't vote for any of the political parties. I voted for one of the opinion polls. Well, they seemed to have all the answers. Someone asked me if I was fed up with opinion polls. Well, I didn't know whether I was fed up, slightly fed up, or extremely fed up. But I think it'll be close, you know. But if Parliament's even slightly hung, Maggie will be furious. If it's really well hung, Cecil Parkinson will come into his own. But I see if Labour win, they've promised to halve the queues at unemployment offices at a stroke. They're going to open another counter. But, of course, the big question is, can the Tories hold Billericay? Or will there be a backlash against Harvey Proctor? And if so, will he enjoy it? But at the Tories' big rally at Wembley, they had a warm-up comedian before Maggie's big speech. It's great to see Martin Bormann back in circulation. And I see on Saturday they'll be trooping the colour. One of the few chances to see someone doing more military about faces than Dennis Healey. I thought. Then there's been a big setback to Neil Kinnock's defence plans. You know, he's just found out Captain Mainwaring's dead. So but I see Labour are going to increase child benefits. They're putting Britt Ackland on a prescription. I don't know. What about the wild man who's been living in the backwoods and eating only nettles for the whole election period? So that's why we haven't heard from Tony Benn, eh? Well, the good news for the two Davies tonight is that there is a late surge for the Alliance. Yeah. Bad news, it is expected next Tuesday. But they're sticking with it, you know. They've already decided on the venue for their next party conference. Yeah, they're going to Lourdes. And I read that David Owen is constantly worried about his balance between the left and the right. Yeah. So now we know why he sat cross-legged in the Sikh temple. But there we are. But still, with a totally confused, what about Irangate, eh? And that secretary, Fawn Hall, hiding shredded papers in her blouse, eh? Another case of tit for tatters, but there we are. But it's good to know Marks and Spencer are set to make record profits, isn't it, eh? 4 Iranian diplomats have just been expelled. Got to be one there somewhere. And finally, another little-known secret. I see Maggie Thatcher had a double loo fitted into her battle bus. Yes. So she could go when she liked, where she liked, and with who she liked. Well, it's a little after 10 o'clock, and all over the country, now the polling booths are closed, the serious business of counting the votes is underway. But don't counts always seem to take ages, eh? The News Huddlines goes over to one polling station for a special insight as to why this is.
22,347, 22,348, 22... Answer that, will you? 22,349, 22... Will somebody get that phone? 22,350... Oh, I'll get it me bloody self. Hello?
Hello, I'm calling from the BBC. I wonder if you finished your count yet?
No, I haven't. Right. 22,000... 20... Oh, no! 1, 2, 3...
Oh, and did you see the video made by the director of Chariots of Fire about Neil Kinnock, eh? Mary Poppins too, wasn't it, eh? But how did the Welsh wizard take onto his new role as a film star? Will it be the only role he'll have left after tonight? Aha! The Huddlines gaffer boys slam shut their clapperboards, wipe the tears from their eyes. You remember those early health and efficiency films, Stuart? And set off to join the film crew on the nearest cliff top.
Mr. Kinnock, where are you?
I'm over here, Mr. Hudson. Look, you aren't I, isn't it? Yes, it is. Perhaps it isn't, I don't know.
Oh, thank heavens for that. Now, what I had in mind is... What I had in mind is you and Mrs. Kinnock sitting together looking out to sea.
Looking out to see what?
Oh, never mind, Neil Bach. Like this, Mr. Hudson?
Fine, right, and action. Go on, girl, grip him, that's it. Now, Neil, come on, Ginge, put your arm around his shoulder, that's it. And cue the seagull.
Oh, look, Lady Spark, look at the lovely seagull, isn't it? There's lovely. Oh, dear. Oh, must be a Tory.
Oh, Neil, you look just like Mikhail Gorbachev.
Oh, thank you.
Cut. Oh, Dolores disaster. Look, I think we'd better move on to your speech. Right? Now, Neil.
Right.
We'll start with you, bring up the music, have a bit of crying from Glenys, cut to Dennis Healy, not for long, then back to you. All right?
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
Ruby ready? Good, right. Lights, camera, action.
Look at me! I was the first Kinnock to go to university. I had to go to learn how to spell Glenys.
Music, bring the music up.
But I was the first in 1,000 generations of Kinnocks to go to university. 1,000 generations of Kinnocks, and all of them thick as two planks. Not yet, woman Bach, not yet.
Sorry.
But now I am ready to take on the mantle of power, to take hold of our country.
Excuse me, is it my turn
No, belt up, Tufty. We in the Labour Party are ready, willing and able to take the reins, to start to rebuild. And quick, Glenys, wind up the gramophone.
All right, sorry.
To start to put the great back in Britain, to undo the damage that's been done, to make our people proud once again so that we can hold our heads up high. Help!
Oh, my good God.
Well, Mr. Hudson Bach, what did you think?
What did I think? I could honestly say this will generate a huge number of votes.
Oh, that's marvellous, look you, isn't it, don't I?
Yes. It's the best Tory broadcast there's been for years.
What is he? But how about another 4 years of Margaret Thatcher ruling the country, eh? Yeah. Another 4 years. Maggie, another 4.
If I could just interrupt you there.
Why?
Because it's what I do for a living and I'm very good at it. Shut up. Now, with me I have Mrs. Margaret Thatcher. Prime Minister, early results indicate that you've not done particularly well in the north.
Sorry, how do you mean, north?
The north. The north of England.
Yes, you mean Berkshire?
No, I mean the north. Leeds, Bolton, Burnley, Sunderland, the north of England.
No, I'm sorry you've lost me.
We live in hope. Thank you, Sir Robin Day, the thinking man's Derek Jameson. And now... And now some election statistics.
Fact. Everyone in Britain has the vote and can stand for Parliament, except, of course, for the criminal and insane, who can only stand for Parliament.
Fact. Once every 2 seconds, someone in Britain brings out an opinion poll. But the polls are extremely volatile and bob up and down faster than Cecil Parkinson's underpants.
Fact. Marplan polls are taken on the streets. Gallup polls are taken outside curry houses. And Murray polls are taken outside synagogues already. But what mistakes have been made, eh? Well, the Conservatives made the mistake of sticking by their record, and let's face it, their record is appalling. But then what can you expect from Andrew Lloyd Webber? Meanwhile, Saatchi and Saatchi tried to soften Maggie's image.
The thing is, Prime Minister, we feel the slogan you suggested is, well, it's not quite right.
It's not quite right, no.
No, I think it's got a nice ring to it. Vote Tory, you scumbags. What's wrong with that?
But what about the Labour Party, eh? Neil Kinnock faced critical questions. Could he unite the party? Could he convey a credible defence policy? And most crucial of all, could Scargill breathe inside that padlocked trunk? Why, even President Reagan was against Labour.
Tell me, Mr. President, what are your feelings about Neil Kinnock's policies?
I've never met Oliver North.
No, please, Mr. President, please forget Irangate.
I already have.
Sir, this is a question about the general election in Britain.
Yeah. Well, Casper wrote something down for me on a piece of paper here somewhere. Let's see now. Don't dribble down front. This is it. Here we are. Left foot, then right foot. Here we are. Neil Kinnock's policy contains grievous errors. I didn't know he worked for us.
And so the election campaign reached its climax, and with that came...
Yet more of Sir Robert Day. Superstar and General Hunky Stud. Getting very huffy and bullying schoolgirls on phone-ins. And why not? This is my election. Let me move over now to Dr. David Owen, leader of the SDP and generally cocky bugger. No, I've changed my mind. Back to me. Yes, this is Sir Robin Day, completely off his trolley. Yes, you, sir. Not you. You, sir, the man in the glasses with the blancmange on his head. Yes, you. Shut up and let me finish, Sir Robin. Don't you talk to me like that. Oh, my God, I'm interrupting myself. I'm out of control. Exterminate. The universe is mine. Danger. Explosion imminent.
And now the news headlines, with a little help from the Frost Report, finds out exactly how the party leaders see themselves.
I am the leader of the Conservative Party. Because I'm Prime Minister, people look up to me.
I am the leader of the Labour Party. If I become Prime Minister, people will look up to me.
I am the leader of the Liberal Party. I know my place. Because last time he had more seats than me, I look up to him.
And because she had more seats than me, I look up to her.
I look down on everyone. I look down on him because we have a clear policy to retain our nuclear defense.
But I look down on her because we have a clear policy to scrap our nuclear defense.
When it comes to defense, we're going to sit on it. I look down on her because she's ruined the health service.
By using private medicine, I look out for myself.
Some of our boys use private medicine, so we look proper Charlies.
People look up to me for my strength and down on me for unemployment.
People look up to me for my compassion and down on me for the loony left.
People look down on me because I'm short.
When I get home, Glenys is always there, so people should look up to me.
When I get home, Judy is always there, so people should look up to me.
When I get home, Dennis is on the floor. So I look down on him. And he looks up at 5 of me.
But on the election day itself, we're all on the same level.
The nation may be divided,
but we are united.
Yes, to you, the honest voter.
We all look down on you. Well, of course, this election, a lot of famous MPs have chosen not to stand again. Well, Proctor had a fair crack of the whip, I say, but Are all the real characters leaving Westminster, eh? We asked old Hustings, the House of Commons doorkeeper. The years go by, they inexorably roll, and what's the House of Commons coming to? No St. John Stevens with rosary and stole, hearing everyone's confessions in the loo. No more wet Jim Cryer screaming he will tell his dad if he's made Irish secretary again. No more Keith Joseph finger-licking mad, howling at the moon from halfway up Big Ben. It's long goodbye to the giants of yesterday, Jenkin, Mikado, Pym. Goodbye, Mr. Callaghan, or should I say, hail and farewell, Sir Jim. Oh, they've gone, but not forgotten, not by me, those leading lights that lately shone. On the other hand, there is the SDP, and they're forgotten, but not gone. Get out of it! And now we go live to the Cabinet Room of number 10 for the victory celebrations. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We are the rich, naff off you paupers. I say, Norman, baby. Has anyone seen Maggie?
That'll be her now.
Greetings. I bring great news. I knew it would finally happen one day, and now it has. I have become a god.
Good God.
A good god, yes. Also immortal, invincible, the beloved daughter of Zeus. And my mother, whom he visited in the guise of a swan. Allow me to introduce the replacement for John Biffett, whose head I've impaled outside on the ring. Meet the new leader of the House of Commons. Isn't he lovely? Good boy, Dobbin.
Nigel, she's flipped. She's gone totally off her chump. Deranged psycho. We must do something quickly.
Yes, sir. For the good of the nation, there's only one thing we can do. Ready?
Ready.
All hail the mighty daughter of Zeus! Of course, there's a disadvantage for you who couldn't vote today. Yes, criminals, madmen, and royalty. For instance, Andy and Fergie don't exercise their right. But back to the election. I wonder how they feel about it all, don't you? Especially Sarah's dad, the horse-mad Major Ronald Ferguson.
Daddy, where are you?
Oh, you naughty Dobbin, you. One more like that, there'll be a landslide. Oh. Hello, my little Sarah. Are you flying today?
Oh, no, Daddy. I'm just wearing high heels.
Oh.
Say, Daddy, is it true about you and the general election?
It's all a lie. We were just two lonely soldiers together, I tell you.
No, Daddy. Andy said you've got the vote, seeing you're a commoner.
Common?
Ah, here he is now.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, Mandy.
Say, Major, do you know anything about pills?
Well, I've been up a few in my time, yes.
Dear.
Oh, no, Daddy. He meant Parliament and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Because Andy gets very excited about elections.
Yes, I managed to stay up all night.
Do you indeed? Oh. By Jove, eh? Well.
Well, kids, you've come to the right military man, I can tell you.
Oh, Daddy, are you an experienced campaigner then?
Experienced? Do you know what happened to me last election night?
No.
Thank God for that.
Look, Daddy, why don't you show us where you vote?
Splendid idea, splendid. It's just through here. Now, your dad's old school. This is Saint Stomach Trouble. In we go. Oh, flap me crowds, what luck. There are members of the cabinet visiting our constituency. Look.
Evening, Sir Geoffrey.
And over here is my very own Major Ferguson multifunction polling booth. In here... Oh, sorry, Prime Minister.
Oh, dear. Oh, I hope she was smiling.
Why is that?
Photos popping out the side here.
What exactly do you do in there?
Well, Fergs, my little red wedge, I'll tell you. First, you collect your voting slip, like this one.
Oh, it suits you.
Thank you. Then you find your favourite member.
Oh, yes.
Yes? No, you're ahead of me there. You find your favourite member and put an X by his name.
Oh, gosh, I hope nobody votes for this one then.
Who?
Sid Bollo. Oh, I wish you could share the joy of seeing this written down, ladies and gentlemen. Then what happens?
Well, you see, then you put your vote in the ballot box with everyone else's.
Yes.
Then the box is carefully sealed.
Yes.
And then Norman Tebbit buries it in the garden and the Tories get back in again.
Cripes! Say, Andy, can't your mum do anything?
Yes, that's right, Mandy. Hasn't the Queen got special powers?
Well, she turned me into a prince.
Yes, I can see that.
But Mum says if the freak from Finchley gets in for a third term, she knows exactly what to do.
What's that?
Emigrate!
Oh, wait for me.
And now, direct from their triumph at the Raving Loony Party headquarters... or as it's better known, the Tory Central Office, where they appeared in their vote-catching review. Is that a manifesto in your pocket? Or are you just pleased to see me? Those happy headliners with a smile, a song, and a load of ballots, Murdoch and Maxwell.
Thank you. Well, if it isn't Mucky Murdoch.
And it's Beastie Boy Maxwell. How come you're so late?
I've just been on the hustings.
Well, it's your own fault for having the chicken vindaloo. That's my fault.
Yes, I've had a good run up to the election.
You certainly... But I must say you're looking a bit squeezed in the marginals.
It serves me right for borrowing Tom Jones' trousers. Well, there you are. Here.
You get a boil from nowhere, yes.
Here,
Gotta be one in there somewhere.
Do you think Kinnock's in with the charge tonight?
Not if Glenys has another one of her headaches. Certainly not.
The story of my life.
But at least it hasn't all been politics in the papers, has it? Did you read that in a recent survey, the woman men would most like to spend an evening with is Nancy Reagan?
I quite agree. If
Do you?
I do indeed. If it got cold, they could always rub her legs together to start a fire.
That's not cricket.
Neither was the test match.
Yeah.
Here.
Don't go too fast, we're underrunning. Go on.
Here. Have you heard that disgusting new single by George Michael, I Want Your Sex?
What's the matter? Hasn't he got one of his own, then?
I think he leans towards the Greek Orthodox myself.
Oh, yes. Bit of a missionary, is he?
That's his position, yes.
Yes. Wait a minute. I see the Church of England is worth over £2 billion.
Blimey, how come they haven't privatised it, then?
Exactly. If you see the Reverend Sid, tell him.
Did you read that TV star Bruce Willis is facing jail?
It just shows you somebody does watch Moonlighting, don't they? But still on the subject of the bizarre, I see a council is planning to put condom machines in pensioners' day centres.
What a good idea. With each packet, you get a tube of wrinkle cream.
And a free splint. Aye, that's your lot. Be fair. Let's be downright fair and square. Now the final votes lots have all been cast, and the war of words has stopped at last. But the slogans all flew thick and fast. Be fair.
Be fair, super votes will break the mold.
Be fair, Maggie's pride can't be controlled.
Be fair, Labour's iceberg leaves me cold. Be fair.
Slogans galore fill the air.
More and then more, drove you spare.
There's one you might not have heard before I care.
Oh, yes.
That's just a one cornetto spree.
Never talk to me as though I'm 3.
But the NHS is safe with me.
Be fair.
Be fair, Tory bulldogs look so glum.
Be fair, don't you patronise me, chum.
Be fair, vote for us, the time has come.
Be fair.
We brought police, so what's the fuss?
They towed away our battle bus.
It'll be a landslide win for us.
Be fair.
Now they've all gone, let's be fair.
Slogans just con, that's not fair.
But I shall go on and on and on.
Be fair. Be fair. That really is a lot. Enjoy the next 5 years. Good
You have been analysing the swing of the News Huddlines live election special, starring Roy Hudd, Chris Emmett and Alison Steadman. Voting for the Huddlines coalition were writers Peter Hickey, Tony Hare, Martin Booth, Paul Davies, Stuart Silver, Andy Hamilton, Malcolm Williamson, Alan Whiting and Laurie Rowley, with songs by Richard Quick and Jeremy Browne. Spoiling their papers with additional lines were Robert Linford, Barry Cross, Christopher Sharrock and Linton Bocock, Bob and Barbara Bolton, Paul Plum and Phil Rowson, David Walton, William Saunders, Simon Marsh, Nick and Roger Saunders, Brian Taylor, Darren Norbury and Tony Wheatley.
All of whom have lost their deposits to our producer,
Mark